Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got an unboxing of the Makita XSL06PT 18 volt lithium ion 36 volt brushless 10-inch dual bevel sliding compound miter saw with laser kit. Includes 2 batteries and a double charger. Let's get to it. Alright, so picked this bad boy up today at Home Depot. It's going to replace this guy over here, Hitachi C12 RSH. It's a good saw. Few things about it that I'm not crazy about, but overall, really good saw. This is going to go away to somebody else that can use it, and the Makita is going to replace it. So a couple reasons why I'm doing this. One, cordless, so job site portability. I do most of my woodworking and projects here in the shop, but every once in a while we're working on a project that requires me to have the miter saw on location, and having something cordless, don't have to worry about a power source. I've got a couple project ideas for the future where this may actually be I mean, you may not be able to do it without something cordless, be somewhere where power's not available, maybe a generator, maybe inverter off the truck. But so job site portability, and then also some features that this guy has that the Hitachi doesn't have. I wanted something with the front rails, so it takes up less footprint in the shop. You can see here, working with a small space. I've got my Jeep over there. It usually lives in here on this side, so space is at a premium here. So I need something fairly compact and portable. And again, I was in the market, but not really in the market. But right now, I think through August, Makita's got this guy $150 off and 2 free batteries. This was less than $530 for the saw, the double charger, and the 2 batteries at Home Depot. So it was a super deal. You can't even pick up 2 of those batteries. Those are 5 amp hour batteries. It's $200 worth of batteries right there at least. So pull the trigger on it. Like I said, I'm gonna get rid of that guy. I've got some other stuff in the garage I'm gonna get rid of. The numbers will take care of themselves. But let's get into the review and the unboxing of the saw. Some features about this guy. I know there's already ton of videos. This thing's been out for a little while, but 2 LXT batteries, comes with 2 5 amp hour batteries. It's got the auto torque motor, so this thing's going to adjust the demand of the motor based on what you're cutting. It's supposed to cut 334 cuts in a 2x4 spruce and up to 192 cuts in 2x12 spruce using the 2 fully charged 5 amp hour batteries. This is what really does it for me. This is only a 10-inch saw. It's not a 12-inch saw. But with a 10-inch saw, you can do 6 5/8 crown nested vertically and 5 1/4 base nested vertically also. That's huge. This is a 12-inch saw over here, and this saw will not do that. The fence, don't believe the fence is tall enough for the 6 5/8 crown, and this is not tall enough for the 5 1/4. So sorry to whoever ends up buying this. Hopefully you're not doing a lot of baseboard work with it. Again, great saw, but you're just under 5 1/4 inches of clearance here, and I didn't realize that when I bought this thing, and that's kind of a deal killer for me, because I do a lot of baseboard, and I like to cut it vertically instead of horizontally and beveling the saw. It's a lot safer, a lot more convenient to do it vertically. So back over here, so the cut capacity. This thing also, again, for a 10-inch saw, let me find it here. It's gonna cut, let me get to the specs here. Max cutting capacity at 90 degrees, 2 13/16 by 12. That's huge for a 10-inch saw. And at 45 degrees left or right, 2 3/16 thick by 8.5. So your 2x8s, you can cut them at 45. Your 2x12s, you can cut those at 90, no problem. And you can cut pretty thick on this too. Okay, so some other features here: 4,400 RPMs, double batteries. Thing weighs in at about 60 pounds, which is fairly lightweight for this size of saw. It's about average, really. It's not the greatest, not the worst. This thing comes with the batteries, the dust port, the dual charger, the vise, hex wrench. Comes with a 40-tooth blade, all kinds of stuff. Again, I won't bore you with all the specifications on here. You can find these online, but again, right now it's 150 off and 2 free batteries, so it's an excellent deal. So let's get this box open. Let's see what's inside. Okay, so got the top open here. Got some styrofoam. Looks like we got a dust hose on here. I think it's got dual dust ports. That's pretty cool. Okay, use the styrofoam there. Looks like the bevel lock for the front. Let's set that aside here. More styrofoam. Oh, it's more parts. Oh, comes with a little triangle square for calibrating it, and an Allen wrench. Must be for some kind of adjustment. Definitely want to hold on to those. All right, that's empty. Got over here. Then we got the charger. We'll set that aside also. Down here, we got the book. We've got dust bag. It's pretty nice actually for dust bag. It's got some kind of like a plastic skeleton in there, or a structure in there that holds the bag out like that, so dust's more likely to go in there. It's a cool deal. I don't know how I like this little folding clasp at the bottom, empty it, don't know yet. Okay, and some more cardboard out. Make sure there's nothing in there don't need. Nope. Nothing in there we don't need. Alright, plastic. Yeah. The worst unboxing video on YouTube, probably. Alright, so there she is. I'm gonna pause the video and get this thing out of the box. Get the batteries over here. Right away, you can immediately tell this thing is built extremely well. You can just see the quality in it, and not that Hitachi wasn't built well, but just everything with Makita. I'm gonna sound like a Makita fanboy, but everything with Makita is top notch for the price. Okay, so we got it out of the box finally. Kind of familiarized myself with it a little bit. All I can say so far is this thing is an excellent piece of machinery from what I can tell. Comes with a 40-tooth 40-tooth crosscut blade. It's fairly decent quality. I know all the blades that come with their circular saws are pretty decent. It's supposed to be a thin kerf blade. We'll see how that holds up with some cutting. I don't plan on upgrading that right off the bat. Get some use out of that first. And all right, so first impressions: the angle lock is super smooth. You can hear that little whir sound there. I mean, it's just it moves so precisely. And then we got the detent lock here. I got it. Oh, we got lock it here. It clicks in so positive. That thing's not moving at all. You don't even need to tighten that back down. Then you disengage it. You can move it. One of the reasons that I was initially thinking the Hitachi before was the front angle. Let me walk back over to that here. It is a pretty cool feature. I thought it was going to be more useful than it was, but so this guy right here, you loosen this up. You can see it doesn't work exactly as intended, but you can walk walk this. Yeah, see, it's not really doing that great of a job anymore. But you can see how that turns. The idea was that you could kind of walk the angle. There it goes. You could walk the angle. It's kind of wonky. Like I said, wasn't a huge fan of that. The detent lock on this thing, yeah, a little less positive. Don't have the option to disengage it. All right, so immediately out of the box, I like this better for that reason. I like how the table here is nice and deep. It's not very wide. You can see here, there's nothing on this side. Sorry, I keep losing focus of the camera here. There's nothing on that side and nothing on that side, but this part is nice and deep. This thing rotates, supposed to, in the specs, it rotates to 60 degrees. Let's see if I can get it to do that. I mean, it rotates way far. I mean, that guy's going, yeah. Bam, past 60 degrees. And the other good thing about this, I mean, you can store this. It takes up so much less room when you fold it like that, and it doesn't come out here. So space-wise, this is going to be a huge saver. I'll do more of a detailed review after I use this for a while, but I just want to do kind of my initial thoughts because this thing's only going to be brand new. But for a couple hours here, the bevel lock in the front, turn it this way to unlock it, and then this thing just goes back. You got the little miter lock or the bevel lock there. You push it to go to the other side. This is way easier than on the other saw with the rear lock. And that feels a lot more solid when it stops. And we just lock it there. The rail slide is effortless. I mean, one finger here. Effortless. And I let it go. The truck's on a little bit of just a slight incline, you can see. The thing just goes back there. It's not the smoothest, but it is fairly effortless. It's got a little bit of a rattle in, not a rattle, that's not the right word to say, but it's about the smooth. It's definitely smoother than the Hitachi, and it's probably the smoothest that I've used, save for maybe the Bosch Glide. The Bosch Glide really is in a class by itself on terms of how smooth it is, but this is super nice. The other big thing that drew me to this, all my cordless stuff is Makita, so I stay in the same platform. I've got 2 more 5 amp hour batteries for my batteries set up. These are super sweet. Locks it up, pull it out, push it back in, locks it down. We got the rear dust port back here. You got this huge, let's put this back up here. All right, so we got this big mouth funnel in the back for catching dust. I think that's going to be an improvement over the Hitachi. And you've got, you know, the part where it comes out the top there. So dual dust collection on this thing. Hopefully that's a lot better. Again, it's a smaller saw. It's only a 10-inch saw, but this has got greater capacity than the 12-inch saw. And it's a little bit lighter. It's much more job site portable since it's cordless. So far, really happy with it. Probably make the first cuts on it later tonight and post a follow-up video on it. Thanks for watching. I know this was you know, probably one of the crappier unboxing videos, especially with this miter saw. You know, I know there's been several good ones done, Concord Carpenter, and others that have done more detailed reviews of this. You know, I'm a woodworker first. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber, you know, somewhere probably like 64th on all the things that I do. So thanks for your patience with that. And hopefully that improves as I go forward. You know, yeah. So thanks for watching. Take care.